the big thing I've been looking at, Mark, is trying to figure out what kind of offense we're going to get out of Josh Gattis. I still don't have any of the answers as far as we won't know, and I think you won't really know until about halftime of Texas A&M. I think those first two games we're going to keep it very vanilla, still be able to be vanilla, and kind of dominate those two teams, especially Bethune-Cookman. Southern Miss is going to give us a fight. They're not an easy walkover team. They're in the same conference, I think, as App State, so they're not going to. And their Frank Gore's son plays on that team. He's a running back there. He's a big playmaker for them, so we're going to have to fight in that one. But on the grand scheme of things, I think we can keep it at cover two, cover three. Won't have to send too many exotic blitzes, play a little man on defense. Offensively, we probably could come out and just do regular pistols and regular passing concepts to attack them and to beat them and to kind of put them behind us. Now, here's the thing. You look at those 3 years, it was a different offense that was ran at Michigan over the last 3 seasons while he was there. I take good and bad from that, though, Mark, because what it says is he can put his offense to whatever your team is well at. Well, last year, the reason why they were running the ball so much is because they had the best offensive line in college football, and they had one of the best running back rooms. So they were able to just say, hey, we're going to line up, ball you off the ball, and when it's time to do play action, when it's time to do draws or quick screens, we have the front to do it. And then when it's time to go over top, you full of loading that box or too focused on the run, and we get over the top of you, and we can make big plays when opportunity presents itself. Now you look at the COVID year; it was a little. So I took the year before that in 2019, and it was run, but it was a little bit more leaning in the pass direction because he had a better quarterback than he did last year. Okay, so in that scheme, it was more of a little bit more of 11 personnel as opposed to like your 12 personnel. You got 2 tight ends plus your offensive line. You're throwing people off the ball. It was more of like 11, 1 tight end, 1 back. It was more of a little 4 wide, a little 3 to 1 side, that kind of thing. So what it showed me is if he's able to do those things and call plays in both areas, well, with Miami, we don't have an elite offensive line until proven otherwise. We do have a top 5 quarterback in a lot of people's viewpoints. Have a nice skill position, pretty solid wide receivers, some unproven, some still working to prove themselves, and a pretty solid tight end room. So it's going to be a mixture of those two. Where I think it's going to start out with, can he run the football? Okay, can this offensive line and tight end group move opponents off of the ball when need be? Because if you can do that, now you can string together some plays, know the ones we can and cannot execute against this particular front or against this particular look, which leans into us being able to, all right, well, if I can't call that, if I can't call a 26 stretch or off tackle power, then I have to be able to, okay, can we go straight at him? Okay, no, we can't go straight at him. Now we got to incorporate some stretches and tosses and things like that to get the ball outside. Okay, we still can't do that. Now go 4 wide. Can we attack their defensive backs? Can we do some tunnel screens? Can we get some curls and slants to loosen this thing up? Can our wide receivers make somebody miss in open space and get her going? Can we get the quarterback's confidence up? All that kind of stuff. So we have to be able, offensively, these are all things that's on your mind, and you kind of have to be able to live in the moment in play calling while also know what you're trying to get to in the future. So we're doing all of this stuff to set up blah, blah, blah. And we're showing them this look so that when we get this look and that linebacker starts to creep because he knows that it's a dive, and we can do a quick now route while that tight end hits that seam right over where the linebacker was because we did that to set it up. Or, hell, every time we flare that running back out the backfield, nobody's addressing it. Okay, cool. Come out in that same formation. We might even roll over to the right a little bit and then hit a wheel route down the seat because nobody went with the back. Being able to do those things, knowing where you are, being where your feet are, but also setting it up for second half plays and big plays when need be. And these are things that Coach Josh Gattis has done in the past, has shown the ability to do with good and so-so quarterback play. I'm pretty excited to see what he's going to bring to the table with the top 5 quarterback in college football.